أضحى الإسلام لنا دينا وجميع الكون لنا وطنا توحيد الله لنا نور أعددنا الروح له سكنا أضحى الإسلام لنا دينا وجميع الكون لنا وطنا.
They wanna know about Islam, we'll give them da'wah. They wanna know what a Muslim does, we'll give them da'wah. When they wanna hate on our deen, we'll give them da'wah. Who's the one and only?
Down in the house. Normally it does this when a young person wants to get around his dad, and his dad's giving him a lecture, he'll go, and dad go, what did you say? A week later, he'll be, oh, shut up, and the dad's tired and he lets it go.
Yeah.
Give it another bunch, and he might go, we're never going to have that in this house. And this would be like with me.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, it won't happen again. And then you might use it at somebody else, but he's really tired, so he lets that one go. And before you know it, you have a house with young men going F off, drinking and drunk. And this is what happened because all of the mechanisms of civilization had been taken away. Have you read the book, The Lord of the Flies?
Yeah.
Now that, I think that is probably
That's
more.
another GCSE book.
Yeah, it is actually.
What's
But the only
the-
character development they get.
What's the guy called that wrote that book?
Oh, I don't know.
Yes! You know your stuff, man. William Golden.
Okay, yeah.
And you know William, you know your stuff, man. What do you do? Do you teach presentations?
What are you talking about?
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
William Golden, yes. William Golden is another really interesting character. You know his moral, yeah? Because you know he wrote that book in 1950, I think.
Yeah.
I think he wrote it in 1950. Yeah, you can check. Or maybe
Just
1960.
before it all went.
Yeah, because it was after World War II, and what he was trying to show was that power. His issue was because he had that power conflict between guys. He was trying to show that power corrupts, basically. Yeah. And this links into John Steinbeck and Mice and Men.
Sure.
Because really and truly, two things corrupt, right?
Yeah.
Power and money. And it's not that they corrupt; they have corrupted.
I know.
They have corrupted.
Human nature.
Yeah,
it's human nature.
And by the way, that's William Golden. That's exactly his conception of human nature. Human nature, according to William Golden, was Hobbesian.
Okay, right.
Thomas Hobbes was a philosopher.
You know your stuff.
I mean, what's the solution then? Because you've highlighted all the
As long
problems.
as you stay on the right
What's the
channel,
solution?
you'll be all right. Yeah, the solution.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Because I mean, you've highlighted
we've
the
established-
money and people are sad and X, Y, Z. So what is the solution?
We'll come to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
But we need to flesh out the
Right, so
problem.
we
The doctor's
understand.
still making the diagnosis, my friend.
You know,
Okay,
can
listen.
I just say this very, very quickly? Because
Yes.
I got in the same position with lots of my people.
I think we've
friends and
established
things.
the problems.
Yeah, we would constantly churn around the problems, and that would become an orientation, and we would do nothing to say, you know what, maybe we now need to think of solutions. In fact, look, we know it's as bad as it could possibly be. It can get no worse.
A universal
no more.
solution.
Yeah, let's look at-
Not a solution just for a group of people, but a solution that is a universal solution that's applicable
You know, I think this
to
is-
the nature of man.
For me, I was drawn to an emergency
psychology and
solution
his emotions.
because I needed to do it immediately for my family's sake.
Right.
And homeschooling is an emergency solution.
That's interesting, but let's
You know,
go back to this
yeah.
point, right? Because we were talking about, so we know now.
We
that-
know how. Yeah.
Do you know you were interestingly saying something? You were saying that now you got the boy in the house and tell his mum or dad to F off.
Yeah.
You know there's a hadith, which is a prophetic saying,
Right.
narrated by Umar ibn al-Khattab, which is one of the companions of the Prophet. He said that the Prophet said there's going to be certain things that are going to happen in the future, before the end of time. And do you know what he said? And تَلِدَ الْأَمَةُ رَبَّتَهَا, that the woman will give birth to her own master, meaning that the children will come back and basically be the one in control in that relationship.
Yes.
And also he said in that hadith, which is linked to the problem,
Sure.
he says that the Arabs, they will use يتطاولوا في البنيان, that they will try and compete in constructing tall buildings. So this is a reference to the capitalistic enterprise. This is a reference to exactly what is going on in Dubai at the moment. Dubai is, you've got the highest building in the world in Dubai.
Everybody's chasing.
You've got the second highest building, I think, now in Saudi Arabia.
They're competing with each other.
They're all competing with each other. So now the American dream has reached the Arab soil.
Yeah.
You know, just as the hadith said.
Very powerful philosophy.
Yeah, it's a prophecy of the future. What's going to happen to you? Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
The problems are outlined and highlighted.
Yeah.
There's a spiritual void that people have as a result of consumeristic living, materialistic living, the American dream, which is actually an American nightmare.
Sure.
You said yourself, you went to Ireland, what's that place called?
Waterford, the Amish place.
The Amish place, You used to, in the morning, you used to stay there, reflect. You know, in our tradition, Islamic tradition, the Prophet Muhammad, who we believe is the final prophet. Is the final prophet, After all of the prophets, the line of prophets, you know, you've got Jesus and Abraham and Moses. We believe that all of these were actual prophets. That Jesus, the Messiah, was a prophet. That, you know, Abraham was a prophet. All these were prophets. And that Prophet Muhammad was the final prophet sent to the Arabs. So that's just a quick summary of what we believe in.
Sure.
But when he was
wasn't actually sent to the Arabs. He came from the Arabs, but sent to the world.
Right. Sent to the. Did I just say?
He came from the Arabs, but he was sent to the world.
Thank you for that correction. Thank you for that. Sent to the whole world. Yeah.
Sure.
Like it says in chapter 34 of the Quran. That he, that we haven't sent you except for all of humanity. Right.
Sure.
So he was meant to be the final prophet sent for all of human beings.
Yeah.
Thank you for that correction. Because sometimes I say things and alhamdulillah, no one corrects me.
Tag team.
Good.
Accountability, which we need.
Right. But you know, he was sent in a desert area when he was young, like 6 years old or something.
Sure.
The philosophy of the Arabs at that time was to send their children to an isolated area, kind of like the Amish. Kind of like the Amish.
I'm interested. Now I'm cluing in on,
Trust me. He was sent there for a period of time, not forever, because the same exact philosophy as the Amish. The Amish say that the cosmopolitan reality corrupts. It can corrupt your thinking. It can corrupt your productivity. Do you know when you're dependent upon X, Y, and Z, your productivity level is actually stopped. You know, a farmer, you know, if you just analyze a farmer, you know, I'm interested in farmers. I'm interested.
I am.
I'm interested in farmers. Why? Look at the farmers, how they live their life. Seriously, go and live with the farmer.
Can I dive in? Keep your thread.
Please,
the Amish believe that farming is the best way to raise a family because the farm is the school. The father teaches the children by working with them. And it was in the Old Testament. You didn't send them out, they were all scattered. You work in the home business. Exactly.
It's good. So here, the Prophet was sent outside of the cosmopolitan reality to keep away from that cosmopolitan reality.
How old would he have been?
He would be like 6 years old at that age, He was sent at 6 years old at that time, he was sent. Now,
even when he was born, he was sent to
6 years old, young age, came back. Then he was sent one more time, but this time to be what? A shepherd. Okay, and each, according to our philosophy, according to the religious belief system that we have, all the prophets were shepherds. Why? If you think about what a shepherd does, that's a sheep.
You know what? I've got a shepherd's crook at home to remind me. I remember buying one and putting it on the wall.
Have you ever seen a goat's face? Have you ever seen a goat's face? Have you ever seen a goat's face? A goat's, you know where the eyes of the goat are? Where are the eyes of the goat? They're on the side.
They are.
Do you know how amazing that is? Do you know how appropriate that is, my friend? Because
we had goats when we were living there.
Just imagine how your eyes were here. Just imagine. You'd be seeing what's
prey animal.
All right, now. What that means, if your eyes were here, you're seeing what's there. You need someone to tell you where to go. A goat by nature needs linear direction. Sheep are the same. Sheep are the same. Now this is the thing. Just like the Prophet was a shepherd to the sheep. We are the sheep. The conveyor belt that you've just described is the conveyor belt of the sheep.
It is. It's that herd mentality that stops you breaking free. And it's all kind of interconnected, what we're saying.
The question is this.
The great escape.
Where the hell are we going, man?
Can I attempt to give you the answer that I worked out for myself? Okay, you mentioned about the Prophet being taken away for a time and a time. When I was completely corrupted, and I won't give you my whole testimony, but when I was shown the state of continual ignoring my conscience, repetition of extreme sin, more and more sin, more and more sin, your conscience eventually is dismantled. You can't hear it. You've turned it down. When you've turned it off, you are capable of anything, and I got to that stage. And then one night, I felt, and I'll be honest with you, I felt that I didn't know what God, I wasn't religious or anything. I felt the devil's presence palpable in my room in the dark.